Well, good morning, America, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2, America Island. And you are watching Kusan Gaming. I am Kusan, and this here's the game. We're looking at the loop from the south. Here's Dallas in front of us, and up there is the missing city of Chicago, which burnt to the ground in the Great Fire last episode. And so it's been one episode we haven't had a city here, and we attempted a remodel. We remodeled the line, and now we need to remodel Chicago. I mean, we've done it a bit, but let me be honest with you. I have tried to place a city using the AI function in this game many times, and thank goodness I saved the end of last episode because, quite frankly, every time I would place a city, I would get a lot of curvy roads everywhere. And what that tells you is that you cannot rely on the AI in any way. So therefore, I'm going to have to build my own roads for this city. Now, I wonder if we can get a nice big avenue passing this goods facility. Now, I was thinking, who in Chicago, who could be our crime guy in Chicago? And clearly, we're approaching the 1920s and the 1930s, whenever Prohibition was. So I'm excited to have Al Capone pay us a visit here. Well, set up base, really. And I think this goods factory is a good place to do that. Oh, you might be wondering why I just placed a diagonal road in Chicago. Well, to be honest with you, Chicago does have Parisian-style boulevards emanating from its central parts. So what is good about that is that we have a nice potential grid over here. We're going to build a box. When I say a box, we're going to build a square box city grid plan. And there you go. That would be sort of that idea. And then we will build several, maybe 2 or 3 emanating boulevards a la Parisian style. And they better be straight. I do not want to put up with any of this non-straight business. Let us get us a straight avenue in there, perfectly aligned with what? With Route 66 Part 1. Alright, that's fine. I do realize there's a slope in there somewhere. I do realize that. But I do want to kind of hurry up with this remodel because the longer Chicago doesn't exist, the longer my viewers from Chicago are going to be worried. So, but we're going to give you a nice city. Do not worry. Where can our 3rd Avenue go? It should go somewhere here, but here it's pretty straight. Isn't it? It's pretty straight to go that way. Should we connect up Chicago and Minneapolis with the big boulevard? I mean, yeah, why not? I haven't thought about that before. Now, okay, so we have a goods facility here. We also need to build some smaller roads because they're going to have trouble even with big avenues. They're still going to try to build a curvy city in the middle of it for some reason. I do not know why. I mean, I hope we don't have to see any of it when I do build the city finally, which should be very soon here. We're at 3 minutes in the video. I wanted to do this by 5 minutes because I did promise that we're not gonna... Well, this is episode 20 right here, and it's the episode where Chicago is gonna be reborn. So I don't wanna extend. Sorry, what would the word be? I don't want to delay that. I don't want to delay that. There you go. Simple word. We need to connect up this train station with a, what is it? Slopey road? Slopey road, yes. Well, can we give that slopey road a parallel road? Because you know what they like doing? They do like putting curved roads right by this train station. So I need to avoid that by helping them out here. And if anything, if they do build a curvy road, I will take my time to demolish it and spend my own personal money. It has to be done. You can't put up with curvy roads in this game. I mean, this kind of stuff maybe you could put up with. What is this? An uneven square. Oh, that hurts. That really does hurt. I wanted an even square. There's no point in terraforming now. It's still uneven. Alright, rebuild it. We are past 5 minutes, so we have failed because we're deciding to rebuild a square. This is not going to help. You understand? These roads are already sloped. That's what I'm talking about. There's already a slope here. Okay. Well, in that case, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it? Yeah, don't worry about it. It's not like it's a perfect square anyway, but these roads are all different sizes. What's going on here? You're supposed to be a good planner. That looks also like a different size road to me. So let's fix that. You know what? We're gonna get a nice square in here. Except it'll have different size roads, but they're not gonna be horrendously sloped. Which is acceptable, I would say. How would we do this? Of course, a diagonal road into the train station is Art Deco. I will give you that. But this square looks much nicer, I would say. Much nicer. Well, there we are. A beautiful little square there. Is it beautiful? It's pretty beautiful. I don't even want this road, but I'm telling you, we're gonna need it to prevent them from doing some kind of terrible thing over here with curved roads. And I also wanted to put a straight road over here just for safety measure. But as you can see, that's gonna be pretty, they're gonna be pretty upset and give me difficulty. Ooh, I almost saw it. Come on, come on. Oh yes, I know what. We just need to do it parallel and then worry about the connector road. There we go. Strategy, guys. Strategize this properly and you'll have yourself a nice city. Hopefully that's parallel. We'll even put a big avenue over here to signify, oh, you're important. You are an important train station. Now, should I press play? I should press play. I'd like to see that happen. Now, in order to get the blue line trains, which currently run on this middle track, we need to get them on this, we need to get those trains on this third track. Third track? What am I talking about? The track on the left here, closer to the lake. And then back on, we'll do it in the tunnel maybe. Why am I doing this? Well, because I pressed play and I want to, we're going to build Chicago, don't worry. But I do want to make sure that, okay, I can't even see what's going on here. Yeah, there we go. That should be correct. So, I'm just going to get the blue line to come over here. Ah, it's already doing it. Blue line. Train cross country. After Denver, okay, Pittsburgh to Denver, you need to stop here. Minneapolis, that's not the name. Line 1. Denver, Upper Bay, Denver. And back to Minneapolis, which is not Minneapolis. It's, oh, but they got the line right, so I'm very happy about that. Although I think that the train is on the wrong track here. Let me be real with you. This guy goes the other way, please. I hope you, both of you, figure out what you're doing here. Because I do remember those blue trains switching sides of tracks after teleportation. Alright, are we ready to build Chicago or no? No. Yes. No. I'm not too sure. Do we need any more helper roads here to help them realize what is a straight grid city like? I think we do need more helper roads. This one shall do. This is good. Can we fit 3 in there? 3 would be a nice number of roads to fit in that square. Quickly, quickly. Come on, I don't have all day to retry and retry. This is good, right? No, we'll do this one first. Now it's going to give me about 10 options of curve before it gives me 1 option of straight. I'll take this. This I'll take right here. And then just 1 beautiful straight road between the 2. Hopefully it looks straight and is balanced out. Yeah, that's pretty straight. That's good. Do we want small grid boxes, or do we want? Yeah, we do. That would look super fantastic. Now, I think there's a slight curve in that road, guys, but just please do not tell anybody if you see slight curves. Slight curves are okay. They have to be very slight. Not that slight. I mean, ooh, I see bumps along that road too. I don't think we accept that now, do we? One particular bump. Everything else is fine, but this here bump will not be tolerated. That was insanity. That was more insane than myself. Alright, that's a nice grid city for Chicago, I would say. Now, I don't want to do crossings of this railroad, but how else are you going to get grid roads on the other side, parallel to that side? There's no way. You're just going to have to. You're just going to have to improvise here. Now, since this is a small box, here's a tip. A small area requires less symmetry, but the longer your streets are, the more important it is to have proper alignment. There you go. That's a nice, you've done good there. You've done well, sir. I'm very happy about this. Now, okay, this train is now pulling into the station. Very excellent. Très bon. This is good right here. 57 people on board. And we forgot to rename the station. You thought you were going to Minneapolis? You're going to Chicago Central. Now let's play Chicago, shall we? I do believe we should. I'm just going to save right now because I can't do this no longer. We're going to have to just hope that this is the best city they'll ever give us. I don't know if you saw all those saves, but I did try my hardest on several occasions to build this city. And I find that the best place for the middle of the city is that place right there. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, Chicago. That is beautiful. These guys are in the way of my train line a bit. So that's sad. Oh, that hurts, guys. Doesn't that hurt? That does definitely hurt. This is definitely painful. It's a $1 million of pain. And it's offering me the curved version of the pain. Do I even want small buildings here? I don't want any buildings. We're going to block off this road. You are off limits. But that does look pretty good. This city, and look at that. We have, what is this, a hotel? A commercial building. Tools. You guys want tools. And what else do you guys want? Turn on your HUD, son. And they'll know what they want. They want, okay, El Paso. They want tools and fuel, which is quite a nice combination, I would say. Chicago. And you produce goods, which need steel and plastic. So this place is going to be definitely going to need some kind of an industrial transportation hub. We can do a lake with a canal. We can do another canal into the interior of the country. I was thinking about that, guys. I was thinking about putting a canal, digging it at my own expense through St. Louis. Oh boy, just don't mention that name ever again. You always say it wrong. But it'll sort of be like the Chicago Canal, whatever that's called, flowing into the Mississippi River. Kansas City. I hope it goes there because I'm making up facts again. Memphis probably doesn't go there. And New Orleans all the way over there. So it's kind of an inefficient canal. It's a fun idea. I do love this Chicago though. That is so beautiful right there. And it does look pretty large. I mean, compare this grid city to New York City. I mean, New York City does look great. Let's turn off our HUD. It has that, it's better to look with the sun shining towards you. As you can see, there's clearly several grid layouts, but they're very organized about it. And I haven't seen much growth from Chicago. Then we have Boston, which doesn't follow any North American standards. It's totally European with their curvy wackiness. Philadelphia is a pretty old city, so it has a bit of curviness, but mostly grid, so I'm pretty happy about that. Then inside our loop is where we have the golden cities, I would say. We have all these perfectly grid-like cities, except Memphis, which is a bit strange. But Memphis does seem like it's a bit strange. There you go. Everything else here is perfectly gridded, and then we have the West Coast with San Francisco Bay City. Quite a nice approach on a grid, but obviously San Francisco has a much nicer grid in real life. And then Seattle is, again, they have the whole mountain situation, so I don't think they're actually that gridded in real life, except I think it is in downtown. Ooh, and then we have Los Angeles, which has Los Angeles, which has sort of a triangular grid idea, and it reminds me of the GTA one. In fact, this whole map reminds me of the GTA thing now. Let's take a look at how this tunnel is doing. This tunnel does look amazing. We can follow this vehicle through the tunnel. Well, I think it'd be more fun to go from the other side. I really like this part of the map. This is Route 66, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, but first, since we're on play, there's probably people already lining up here. Look at that, one person is lining up there. We gotta remind that red line to stop. The red line here, the loop line, does need to stop at Chicago Central on platform 3. Let's see where our trains are at. We don't have the HUD active, so we don't know. Alright, we have a train. Is that a blue train? The blue train is pulling into Pittsburgh. I would like the blue train to use platform 3 on the stations. That way it'll use the outer line, a dedicated track. But in order to switch it over, we're going to have to stop both trains in Chicago. Where's the other train? The other blue train is on its way. So once both these trains get to Chicago, we're going to stop them. And we're going to... Ooh, Chicago's still growing. I see buildings popping up. They're probably really happy about this train service. But honestly, they do need a tram here. And as I build my tram, I'll await those trains, the Blue Line Loop Line trains, to make their way to Chicago. Now obviously this tools factory wants to be beside the train station, but that's kind of reserved. We'll even have the tram, we'll have an electrified tram track with 2 platforms on both sides. How's that? Is that possible? Is that actually too much? I mean, I think there's room right here. So let's go ahead and do that. Now if it's a bit crooked, I'll let it pass because I was having trouble fitting it in there. So it looks like Chicago is going to have an electrified tram track. Now for those of us who wanted Chicago to have a sort of... Where's my train? There it is. If we wanted Chicago to have an elevated... I don't think that's possible in this game. I know they have bridge pillar collisions if you try to put an elevated... let's see. Elevated train track, but trains wouldn't even be required for this kind of a... It's not even a train type affair, it's more of a tram in this game, I guess. Alright, we're gonna have to go with ground level electrified trams in Chicago. I'm just focusing here to make sure these trains come to a halt here in Chicago. You're on the right track. Very proud of you, son. Now we will lose a bit of money, but as you may have noticed, we have made back almost $1 million here. Sorry, $10 million after our rebuild of Chicago. And here comes the other blue train, and we're going to stop it in its path. And we need to make sure there's a way from, let's see, from this line, from the depot, and it does have a direct connection. Except, well, let's see, does it have a direct connection? Yeah, it kind of does. It can go this way. And then do its U-turn. Oh my god, we're going to miss the train. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're on slow speed. December 31st, 1906, January 1st, 1907. Happy New Year, Chicago. You have made it. Brand new city. Very, very good looking. We have some nice hotels here that sell tools, or require tools rather. We'll just wait for this train here patiently, and then we can look at the statistics too. We have 10 people waiting to go to Denver on the cross-country line, and 6 to Pittsburgh, and 2 on the loop line probably to Albuquerque. Okay, here comes the blue line. So why was I waiting this whole time? I will show you. Let's unload these passengers and make $1. Did it make money? Not really. Anyway, so here we are. Now we're going to have to make sure that after Chicago, in Denver, you'll be on platform. Oh, you're doing it. Then it's probably Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is the one I want to fix. There we go. Pittsburgh, platform 3. That's excellent right there. I do declare that this here is officially... I could have probably let these trains run, honestly, if they were both on the Pittsburgh segment, but I just want to be sure. I just want to be sure that these trains are doing well. By the way, it is time to replace these trains, I think. Details. Line details. These trains are 14 and 13 years old. Their condition is, well, the cross-country Comet is the first of its era, because it's named. So we will send you to the depot. Sent to depot. Now that is probably going to cause havoc. Did it stop? Why don't I see your... Waiting for free pass. Well, that's unacceptable. I'll give you a free pass. Now we're going to have the nightmare of signals inside of this tunnel, and we're going to make them one-way signals. Very nightmarish situation. Will this blue train go now? It is probably waiting for a free path all the way over here. What if we put a signal right here? One-way signal. Ooh. Train cross-country line. Did I put you on the wrong side? I definitely did. Whoops. You must go this way, sir, and you must go the other way. We'll put some signals because in this case, these are long segments and people can get a bit stuck. Oh no, here I've gone and done it again. I have built a signal on the wrong side. Forgive me. It happens. Alright, where's our train at? That's the red train. Is our blue train moving? Yeah, it is moving. Good job. Alright, time to upgrade this train. First of all, where are you? We might as well go ahead and do it right on the track. Manage vehicle. Replace selected vehicle. And we're going to go with the train we have running on the west coast. We have this 120 kilometers an hour Midland Railway 422 spinner. It needs to be painted blue. You buy that, and then you put the cargo, passenger with the six axle passenger car, which goes at 68 miles per hour. Now we're in miles per hour. What's the... Oh no. The total length of this train is 0.1 mile. Well, what's the length of the platform? I do not know. Well, anyway, we're going to go ahead and replace it with this, because I'm sure this is going to fit. I'm just not sure if we can have 2 more carriages. I think it can. I think this train that we just... Here we are. Here's a new train. It went into the X-ray tunnel, and it's coming out a brand new train. Yeah, that looks like the same size as that red train, so I think 4 carriages is good. It's probably what we have on the west coast, Seattle to Los Angeles. Los Angeles, yeah, there we go. Here's our purple train. So all our trains now are going to be this variety. So we can go ahead and replace the red line trains as well, because we have $19 million. When I say red line, you say loop line. I say red line, you say loop line. Still doesn't have a stop in Chicago. That makes no sense to me. I was pretty sure I put a stop in Chicago. Denver, Albuquerque, Dallas. Oh, that's because it's the wrong line. Yes, there you go, loop line 1. Color red. Wrong menu, so that was all, that was futile. Let's go here to loop line 1. Select both trains. Now these trains are a bit younger. They are, well, the condition is very bad, but they're only 9 years old, so obviously, I mean, they did a good job. If you'd like, we can have a last glance at one of these trains here. There we go. Let's watch it roll into the station. We'll pause, and we're going to upgrade it for the new passengers. Both of these trains replaced by, again, Midland. The Midland. Oh, let's give it a color, shall we? Burgundy dark red, that's the key. Again, it's not cargo, it's passenger you're looking for. With four cars, $12 million. Invest. Here we are. So now, oh, it can fit another carriage, I think. That platform's long enough. Let's try this. How many people are waiting for the red line? 238. Alright. Clearly, we need to put another modifier. That's the one. So this one, we're going to add 2 red Pullman 6-axle passenger cars. Now, because I changed the game to Imperial, it's now telling me the train is 0.1 mile. So, yeah, I'm having trouble understanding that a bit. It's pretty, ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does it fit? We do not know if this train is going to fit. Ooh, it looks like it might just fit. We're going to have to check out the other red train, see where it's at. Maybe that'll give us a clue. Well, it's just leaving Chicago. With how many people on board? 45 out of 120. Well, I wouldn't imagine there's too many people waiting for the red line in Chicago because they have the blue line option. Now, we never put our trams here in Chicago, so let's slow down the game. We'll put it to medium speed. We'll do medium speed. And we'll go ahead and build our local transit after having spent... Ooh, but there's only one train on the blue line now. Do we have another 6 million to buy a huge train? That's a cross-country Comet. It's only getting there now. Alright, this yellow train also needs upgrading. Have we taken out all our loan balance? We have. So we better not be upgrading too many trains at once, because that sort of sometimes brings a little bit of a loss. Alright. But also, building a tram track brings you a little bit of a loss. So what are we going to do? We can just go here to catenary. Yes. Where are we going to have this tram go? This tram is going to go down the main avenue here, probably. I mean, clearly it needs to go here for some people. And in the other case, it needs to go... Oops, lost the menu there. And for some people, it needs to go around this way. I mean, we'll just put a bunch of tram tracks everywhere and sort of go from there. Because obviously it'd be good to have more than one line in Chicago, having built such a large... Now if I come down this street, we can actually upgrade that street. I think that maybe this street is right, just the road menu, and then here we can probably upgrade this street here. Ooh, it's going to cost us some money. That is going to cost us some money, but not too much money. Now, unfortunately, right here, we can't upgrade this street. That's to be expected. So is that a complete loop? That is pretty much a complete loop. And we can have another loop crossing the bridge here. We'll do it this way. Crossing the bridge here. And going around Maybe not such a big loop this time. This one will be a bit of a shorter line, I imagine. Ooh, don't do this. What is the city going and doing? It's putting curved roads on the beach. That's probably not so good. Where does this loop line go? Does it go all the way out there? It could, but that would be kind of expensive. Well, we'll start with a little loop here, and hopefully that's a smart decision. Now we need stops. Where are the stops? Buildings. This one can stop maybe where it doesn't have coverage of the train station. Yeah, right about there. Now this is going to be a one-to-one, A to B, one stop. This other line here on the loop, because this train station only gets people up to Michigan Avenue, so I need to stop on the other side to get everybody on that side of the main avenue. If we build a stop here, yeah, that's a good one. Over here at the corner, over here, and then that's pretty much it. And probably in the other direction, same thing in the other direction. Probably. I hope. Alright, a tram depot, which can go somewhere here in... Actually, this can go in the industrial area. That's interesting. Right on the lakeshore? Maybe not on the lakeshore. Potentially on the lakeshore, actually. No, that costs too much money. What are you doing? Why are you destroying buildings now? For no reason. I'll put it here. It's kind of cute right there. And it could be temporary. Let's go back to streets and upgrade more streets. How would you upgrade that street there? That should be done in a different manner, I believe. I mean, I would hope. Oh, is that a road depot? That would probably be why you can't put catenary track on there. Now, tram depot, catenary. Yes, good. You're giving me the option. That makes a lot more sense. Alright, ready for this? Are you ready? We're going to buy some European looking Cat 2x2 Schuster Street. Whatever that stands for, we're going to get those. We're not going to go with the Russian ones. These ones are big. They're good for America. We like big things here. Now, we do need to build a line, so what are you doing? We're building a line. From here to there, that's one line. No connection. Oh, you've gone and selected the train station. A line from here to there. Chicago can have a fancy color. I believe they have a green line somewhere. And an orange line and a purple line. Ooh, this could be so exciting. Right, new line. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll be purple. Purple? Nice purple. Is there a nicer purple? There is a nicer purple. That'll do. And an opposite directional track. Going this way and bringing people back home or to work or whatever it is that they're doing there. Now people are already upgrading. I don't know what happened here. Probably an upgrade. Alright, let's buy some. Oh, we already bought some trams. This one goes on line 1, these two. And we'll buy, let's say, because these trams are really fast, as you'll notice, they're going to cover a lot of distance very fast. But I think maybe 3 in each direction for now on lines 2 and 3. Purple lines. There we go, and if need be we'll add another one, but with trams it's easy to lose money, and at least in this way more people will be riding the train. This train is currently full. Obviously we can add 2 more Pullman cars on it of dark blue variant. Very dark blue variant. For $2 million. Ooh, and we have $9 million still in the bank. So can we duplicate this vehicle? I've gone ahead and done that. Let's coming out of which depot? It's coming out of the wrong depot. Pause. Where are you going? Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? I'm gonna take the passenger route all the way down to the station here. That's right. And then you are gonna need to, obviously, this is double slip switch. That is good. So technically, hopefully, that is gonna work for us. As long as you take the right turn from the beginning. Tell me you know what you're doing. He's waiting for a free path. Not a bad idea. Although that, I'm afraid, just go with this way. Oh, this is going to be bad. We're going to have to... Oh, we're minus $2 million. We are in the negative. Ah, we're back in the positive. Because I bet you these guys did some delivery here. You are what? You are loading up on tools. You are delivering lumber. In Seattle, we have 29 people waiting to take the passenger train. Here we go. Beautiful new 6-wagon, what is it called? Spinner? Midland spinner? These are beautiful trains. Now that platform's not long enough. How about Bay City? I do hope Bay City is long enough. It's not long enough. Pause. Okay, we need to upgrade Bay City right away. Which, thankfully, is not going to be too hard. Thankfully, we're not going to have too much trouble here, but we do need to upgrade this. And hopefully Pittsburgh, I think all the loop lines do have the right length of track. We're just going to go ahead and put a ton of platforms here just to be safe. Just to be safe, we're going to put a bunch of platforms, not that many. You didn't have to go and put that one. Although quite honestly, when we decide to upgrade the station, if we decide to upgrade the station, we might have to put platforms kind of way off in the distance from the main platforms, because I don't really want to get in the way of that farm. Although we're probably polluting their crop a good amount. Alright, so here we go. The blue train's on its way. That's going to be exciting. Here's another blue train with our yellow road vehicles going delivering food. Now I could always put more road vehicles on these food lines because look at that. We need tools. Who is bringing tools over here? Well, someone is bringing tools from Bay City back to St. Louis. That's quite fun. That's fun right there, guys. We have food piling up here. Let's increase the amount of... Well, no. You only have $400,000 and you're trying to buy way too many things at once. You bought trams, you bought trains, you placed the city, that was free. But then you went ahead and demolished some roads and upgraded others. And here we go. This is not the Gainesville Goods Factory. This is actually Al Capone's. What did Al Capone do that was good? What kind of goods? Obviously contraband. Was it contraband? Was it alcohol? I'm not too certain. Well, we'll call it contraband goods. I just like that word. And I do believe Al Capone was from Chicago. Again, if anybody knows, would they please let me know in the comments what some good characters would be for this game? Because we have Tony Soprano, who is fictional, and then we have Al Capone, who is real, and they're both Italian Americans. So I'm not trying to single out any type of American here. I mean, if there was a Puerto Rican, I could Jennifer Lopez. I don't know if she's in Puerto Rican. We can make one of these houses her house. We can't actually rename buildings like residential buildings, but actually she would live in Hollywood, right? So we could have like a nice little Hollywood area. That's an idea. We can just pretend people live there, like Peter Parker from Spider-Man. I don't know any of these things, but you know, last episode or 2 episodes ago, I said that Sally. There's a crime woman called Sally, and her name was actually, I was thinking of Thelma and Louise. Is that it? Did I get it right? Selma and Louise. Thelma and Sally and Louise. Yeah. Anyway, So I think Chicago's doing well. We have 20 people lining up for line 3 on this end, and then we have 3 people for line 2 here, a few more people, 1 more person for line 1, but look at the trains coming there pretty frequently, I mean. And then are people actually transferring here to line 1 to go to work, or are they just coming on the train? I mean, I'll never really know. Now, do you think that the game automatically gave it different platforms? It did. That's quite the U-turn. Now, you'll notice that these trains, let's go on slow speed, these are Swiss trains, so they have this Swiss written on them. Taglich am Knosknexes Tagbarat Negelkentes aus Herrer Regions. Ihrer Regions. It's a bit hard to actually tell what it says there. Okay. Taglich am Kiosk. Neues Tagblatt. Neuigkeiten aus Ihrer Region. That's telling you something about every day in the kiosk, new Tagblatts. So we got some Tagblatts that are new here. And then we have something about your region. What about your region? Neuigkeiten. So anybody knows what that means? You've got some Neuigkeiten in your regions. I did want to go for a European tram. They should be green actually, and purple. We should be naming these things as we build them. That way we'll know what we're doing. Tram Chicago Loop 1, because it goes, you know, in my favorite direction, counterclockwise. Manage vehicles, paint them all dark purple. Did I do well there? Did I paint them the right color? Now this one here, line 1, I do believe. I don't know what that train's doing. Line 1. That's tram Chicago. Oh, here comes the purple train. It's very purple. Tram Chicago Industrial, or shall we say, Industrial. Yeah, we should just say that. Because it goes to Al Capone's industry there. And manage vehicles. Paint them nice and green. What's the nicest green we have? I believe it'd be just the regular one. But the purple to me is a bit too much. It's a bit too purple, not gonna lie. It's okay. Now we're not gonna spend all of the entire game painting things. We do that way too often, but that's nice. Right there, that's a better purple. So we're gonna go ahead and purplify all these trains with the same purple. I do believe line 3 should be named Tramline Chicago something something. Tram Chicago Loop Line Tube. Something like that. Is that correct? Tram Chicago Loop Line 1 and 2, Tram LA 1 and 2. Technically that's also a loop line. Alright, this train I don't think it actually fit on the platform. That's hilarious. Well, thankfully that's not been causing us any problems. I don't think that's been causing us any problems. We can always look for a red train, Albuquerque. That's Albuquerque. Let's watch this red train pull into Albuquerque and see, it says it's giving me a loss of 175,000. That's because there's not enough of these trains on the line. I do believe that if we had more trains, they wouldn't be stopping and only filling up 10 or 12 people. I mean, I need these trains to be emptying and filling up. But we do have $10 million. Let's go ahead and repay $10 million of loans. Currently paying about $300,000 a segment, because we're currently playing on quarter time. Although we have gone through a year of this game now. If I do that, it's going to be one episode per 1 year, which is that's not too good. We're going to have to speed up this game to quarter time. One half date speed change. And this train's pulling into Albuquerque. So did we do well this episode? Well, I mean, I did build Chicago, but I do believe it took me 2 episodes. Alright, slow down here. Let's see if this train actually fits here. I do hope it does. I think it perfectly... Ooh, I mean, that's kind of, that's close. I think it's 121 meters. Forgive me for using metric, but that's how, I'm going to change that for next episode just for have this train measurement, but I do think the speeds now are telling me 75 miles per hour. That would be this clicker, 75 miles per hour, right there. And over here, we have the problem area near Chicago, 46 miles per hour. Well, too bad. At least we have like a little nice terminal here. Oh, this guy still built his house between these two rails. Unbelievable. They should have parks in this game or something. At least I could put a park here or something. But you know what? He'll be living there until one day when I come for him. Who lives there? One unemployed person. Interesting. Timothy Robinson. Unemployed person. We're gonna keep an eye on that guy. And here's our tram. 1 out of 21 people. This is not gonna be profitable. We need a lot more trains on this loop line. We have 113 people waiting for the blue train, which is the cross-country one. Let's hope that it actually went. You're gonna go, right? No path. You've been holding up the line. I understand why. You need to get on this side of the track. I knew this would happen. Good thing we caught it. We're gonna need signals probably. This is very unfortunate because I think this has to do with. Okay, what does this have to do with? You're a blue train, and you're on the wrong platform. Okay, well go the other way. No path. I find that hard to believe. I literally. Oh, it's probably that signal right there. Well spotted. All right, the blue line is fixed. We can now safely bring locomotives from the depot here. And once we only have 700,000 right now because we paid back some loans, but it'd be nice to buy more trains. And in terms of next episode, because I'm going to be finishing up here right now, presently. Next episode, I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to look for something fun to do. Maybe build, because it's time we started connecting some other cities in other areas. That's one option. Although a new train line is a heavy investment, and sometimes it takes more than one episode to get it right. Especially when you don't have a lot of money, and I only have $100,000, so that's not going to happen. Will we build shipping lines? Because I love shipping lines. I think we should build a bit of shipping lines. We should try to ship everything everywhere. I honestly don't know what we're going to do, but this has been episode 20. You are now here in Chicago. I am clearly going to remove this curved road. I'm just going to remove the whole entire thing they tried to build there. You know what? I should probably, we have $4 million right now. I should probably give them what they want. They want, this is the finishing touch for this episode. We're going to demolish some houses in Chicago. On the south side, unfortunately, but there you go. At least they'll have a straight road. There you go. I think we had small roads here, didn't we? That's interesting. Well, have a good one, everybody. It's been a pleasure.